Hi, my name is Frank Rositas. This is my week 6 video submission for FTE 217, instructors Brandon Evans. Today's date is February 8th, 2026. So let's get started here. First things first, my area is free and clear of any ammunition except for the firearm that we're using right here, right now. And my weapon is empty. It is free and clear. There's nothing physically, visually. Weapon is safe to work on. All right, so part one, we're going to do a field strip. Field strip on this one right here. I actually have a different rear pin. It's called the Juggernaut. In order to do this, I need to unscrew this. And then I can push out the rear pin, rear retaining pin. Leave the pivot pin in place. I'll go ahead and do this. Next, pull the buffer spring out. From there, I'm going to take the bolt, and the charging handle out. We'll place this off to the side. This weapon is now field stripped down to the barrel, or down to the bolt. So now what we're going to do is we're going to take the bolt So now what we did is remove the firing pin, retaining pin. I don't remove it all the way, I leave it there. To remove it, you just pull it on out, but I like to leave it there. Remove the cam pin, then you remove the bolt. And this is now a field stripped AR-10. So welcome to part two. What we're going to do is I'm going to talk about is there anything else using outside research that I would do different with the rifle? Yes, I put a muzzle brake on because there was not one shipped. So I put muzzle brake on. I also added a bipod because this is a hefty weapon, 308. No one's going to be really standing there and shooting it full time like an AR-15. So with this AR-10, I do have a bipod. I also have a Magpul buttstock, and again, just to let you know, the Juggernaut Tactical, because of California, mag release button. When there's a magazine in here, I cannot use the mag button to release the mag. I actually have to crack the upper and lower, then I'm able to release the magazine, and it'll snap right back in place after I put a new mag in, and it'll also release the bolt at that time. It's the only time the bolt will lock to the back is when actually it doesn't lock to the back. So also with that, I'm going to install this Vortex Venom. It's a 525 by 56. I think this will look great on here. Since this is a 308, I will be using it for some long distance shooting, and hopefully get to enjoy it like that. So part three talked about using outside resources, find a trigger, compare several aftermarket triggers, and how it's going to improve my performance or why or why not. So there's a couple different things. One is the standard trigger that I have in here is fine. It's got about a 4 pound, a little over 4 pound pull. Not much take up to it. So it's not a bad trigger, but it's not a great trigger. There's single stage and 2-stage triggers, comp triggers. I looked at a couple of them, especially the drop-in triggers, just because they're easier to deal with. Trigger Tech and Timony are two of the ones that I've been looking at. One has Trigger Tech has a flat or curved or pro curved trigger. Both of these are actually Trigger Tech is a 2-stage. Timony is a 1-stage trigger. I'm leaning more towards the Trigger Tech AR10 diamond trigger, and that's through the research. It had really good reviews. Priced about $299, and it's it's got a good, nice, easy trigger. Either 1.25 to 3.75 pounds is the trigger pull I can put on there. Of course, I'd be happy with about a 3 pound, 2.5, 3 pound trigger, but nothing lower than that. But this is probably a trigger I'm going to put into this platform here. We're at part 4 now. Part 4 is asking whether or not I'd put it, if I would dimple the barrel for the gas block. With this 308, the amount of energy that's being pushed in this, yes, I'm going to dimple the barrel. And the reason I'm going to do that is obviously because of the extra pressures. And I want to make sure that my gas block, which is here, stays in place and is secure. All right, part 5. We're going to perform a drop test. It's only saying drop test, so we're going to do just the drop test. So in order for us to do the drop test, what I'll do is, with the weapon on safe, I'm going to charge the weapon. I'm going to put it about right here. And it didn't fire. One more time, that was good. So now we'll put it on fire. Hammer dropped, so that test was good. Now we're going to do it on fire. Charge the handle. Weapon is on fire. One more time. Pull the trigger. Audible click. So this weapon does pass the drop test. So this concludes my video for week 6. Look forward to week 7 and go from there. Thank you.